So, hey, phenomenal people, thanks for stopping by and watching this video. This is a video about this particular abstract work that I began, and this right here is the very beginning, and I'm very pleased with it. I really liked how it started out, and when it starts out like this, it gives me confidence that it's actually going to turn out well in the end. It's going to be something great at the end. And so there I am working in my office, and I really had fun doing this piece. This is a commissioned piece that is sent to, or was actually sent to my sister in Texas. She requested this piece because she was so inspired with seeing my work on fineartamerica.com, where I have a store that showcase my digital abstracts and photography that I do. So you can go there if you're interested in seeing more work. So with this particular piece, I did not have a set plan, like sketched it out on paper first. That's what I would normally do, is create a plan. But she wanted this piece totally freestyle, and I was very happy to do it. I believe that freestyle, when I'm doing abstract art, it's the most liberating thing that I can do as far as painting. I like it so much more better than portraits, because in a portrait, you know, people want them to look like themselves and not Big Bird or Barney. They're not trying to find a picture of themselves looking like something from Out of the Black Lagoon. So I really enjoy abstract art. It's the most liberating. And so with this piece, as you saw in the beginning, it turned out very well. And if you see my eyes looking at this piece, you know, constantly glancing back at it, what I'm doing is gathering some mental images, you know, as I go. So because it wasn't planned out on paper, I am just trying to grasp what is going to look good as the next move. And so it's fun, though. It's a lot of fun. Also, another thing that's fun when I paint is coming up with new colors. And you have to make sure that you're keeping those colors in like a little plastic, glass container, whatever you can keep your paint stored in, that will be closed off from the air, because the air is going to make it hard. And then I put water, a little bit of water in that container to keep that paint moist. I put in some helpful tips right there that you see in the black part of this video. Just a few helpful tips. In the future, I would like to create painting tutorials and teach more in depth what I actually do, how I actually create a painting. I first started painting in elementary school. I've shared my story a little bit with students, some adults that are actually interested in what I do. And I started in the second grade, I believe. It could have been earlier. But what I have as concrete evidence that I started at an early age is a award, and it has second grade, 8 years old on the plaque. And it's just something that I've been able to keep all these years. And I remember the piece of art. I don't have the piece of art now, but I remember the piece of art being brightly colorful. And I've always enjoyed colors in creating art. With this piece, my sister requested these specific colors. She liked some paintings on my website, and she got quite a bit of my my pieces. She was a big blessing to me. But she wanted one at a bigger size, and so I went ahead and did this size for her. And she's hanging it in her living room. And at the end of this video, you'll see how the painting actually looks because it was transported to Texas. So there, yeah, I really enjoy listening to music or some type of self-improvement teaching. When I paint, it just helps my mind flow better. Whatever helps your creative juices flow, get that done. Some people listen to the news, maybe. Some people paint outdoors. That is definitely something that I like doing. I like to draw and create outside. Some people have a studio. Some people paint in their office. But, like I'm saying here, you've got to make sure that you plan out a project, especially when you are painting, because once you start painting, there's all kind of things that may come up while you're painting, like, I dropped some paint and it got on your floor, it got on your carpet. So you want to plan what kind of materials you're actually going to use and put those things, like your easel or the table you're going to use. You want to put all of that on top of the covering that will actually cover your floor. Unless you have a studio or a place where the floors can get dirty and spilled paint, splashes of paint may actually add to the ambience of your studio. Make sure that you cover your floor. That's a big deal. Also, where you're going to paint is so important. Will pieces of furniture need to be covered? Are you going to be painting in the kitchen? Is all your stuff going to be taking up the kitchen table? Will people have a place to eat? Will you have a place to eat? If you're okay taking up space somewhere in your home or, wherever your area is, and you eat dinner on the bed, hey, if that's good with you, so be it. With my abstract paintings, I like to get the background going really good and get all that color in one space. See how I'm looking right here? I'm stepping back, making sure that it's going to be visual appealing. And so here you go. You see these paintings on the wall and some of the additions there. This is her home in Texas. So yeah, I was really happy with this piece. So there you go. Thanks for watching this video. You can find more of my work at fineartamerica.com and Design Studios. Bye, phenomenal people.